Hello, my friends, and welcome to this week's One Piece chapter review. This week I will be reviewing One Piece chapter 780, which is also called The Heart's Curse. Alright, so this week's One Piece chapter. There was a lot that happened, sort of. It's something we've been expecting to happen, that we've been calling on, that we knew was going to happen, and that is Luffy getting very angry. And I think we are all looking forward to the next chapter because everyone loves an angry Luffy. Besides that, I wanted to quickly mention my video from 2 weeks ago. I put up a theory, or I threw out one of my thoughts on what Doflamingo could have meant when he said that Law was dead. And one of the options that I thought of ended up being true, which I was pretty excited about because that was the one that I wanted to be true. And that was that Doflamingo was talking to Law as if he was about to kill him. So the chapter started out, and basically it's just Law and Doflamingo, and they're still talking, and then Doflamingo goes ahead and kicks Law's ass because Law says some very intense things about the Straw Hats. He's they leave nothing but sheer miracles in their wake, and that's I was yes, Law, yes. And then Doflamingo asks Law to use the to give him eternal life, if he's gonna die anyway. He's just give me eternal life, and I'll make a deal with you. And then Law's okay, I'll make a deal with you. How about you bring Corazon back to life and then lick the shoes of everyone's fucking feet in this entire city? And it's I love you so much, Law. I was just yes, that is the kind of sass that is necessary. But besides that, the chapter was basically Law getting his ass beat over and over again, which is all that's been happening to Law. Every time he appears on pages, he just gets his ass beat, and I feel so bad for him. It's honestly just really sad. He's had such a shitty life. Anyway, it's Law getting his ass beat over and over again, and then finally Luffy shows up to kick Doflamingo's ass. And Luffy showing up is something we've been waiting for so long, months, because we are all ready to see, as I stated earlier, we're all ready to see a very angry Luffy. And that's exactly what happened this chapter. And Doflamingo, he's really just instigating Luffy. He's yeah, he really seemed like he trusted you after Luffy's holding Law's basically dead body. We're still not sure if he's actually dead, and I'll get to that later. And he just spent the entire the last half of the chapter just instigating Luffy, being yeah, he totally trusted you, and look what you did, you let him down. Poor Law, now he's dead. And Luffy gets really angry, as expected, and I am so excited to see next chapter, and I'm curious as to whether or not Sabo is going to end up coming in and handling some of the fight, because it's obvious Law is not going to be much of a help in this fight anymore. As much as I love him, there's not really anything else he can do. I mean, let's be honest. I'm thinking, based on I think it was 2 chapters ago, Koala was hey, Luffy could get in trouble with this thing, come help. And Sabo was I'm on my way. So I'm thinking that Sabo is going to end up coming in and maybe fighting Treble while Doflamingo fights Luffy. I think that's a possibility. I'm not honestly sure, but I know that Luffy's not going to be able to take both of them down on his own. As much as I love Luffy, Doflamingo's too much of a challenge for him to try and take on Doflamingo and Treble at the same time. It's just not going to work. So I'm thinking that Sabo's going to come help. Or I'm hoping that he does, or someone does, because Luffy needs help, because Law's not there anymore. Basically. I mean, we don't really know. And that's what I'm going to get to right now. Is we don't know whether or not Law is still dead, or is actually dead. Because at the very end of the chapter, just like last chapter, at the very end of the chapter, there was something that made us think that he could be alive. And that was there was a little speech bubble with lines all around it that said, "Listen up, Straw Hat, yeah." And everyone knows that yeah, YA is an honorific that we've only seen Law use in One Piece. So I'm curious as to, and I know a lot of other people are curious as to whether or not this means that Law is still alive. So there's a lot to look forward to next chapter, and there's a lot to think about this chapter. We don't really know exactly what's going to happen, obviously, because we're not going to know until the next chapter comes out. But I know a lot of people that I've talked to about it are really excited to find out. I'm honestly kind of dreading it. I'm really scared. I don't know. I'm just scared because I don't want my favorite character to die, you know? But yeah, so that's really all I have to say about this chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that it came out a day late. I know I was going to try to put these up on Fridays, but I just had a busy week, and it was hard to get everything to record and put it out all in one day. But I'm going to do my best. If you guys want me to keep making videos, I'm going to try. So you can leave a comment if there's anything you want to say to me, any like theories you want to discuss, like please leave a comment, please leave any suggestions. I would love to hear them. And you can subscribe if you want to see more. And I will talk to you guys next chapter.